Hey, what's up, guys? So we are back with episode 2, which means it is part 3 of my series. Episode 2 of Kylie Minogue's Netflix documentary. I'm excited to check this second part out. And also, guys, if you still want your name on the vinyl record, let me know. Let me know what color you want it to be, and yeah, I will put it on here. And then, because I want to hang it up soon, but I only have 3 people who responded, so if you would like your name on here, let me know. It's been a long day today, so I need some Kylie in my life right now. Let's get right into it. Here we go. I keep forgetting it's on Netflix. The thing is, like, she got into the entertainment business as a kid, so she had to discover herself. She had to see what she liked and what she didn't like in a relationship. So you gotta date around, like, you don't necessarily have to do things with that person, but you have to, at a young age, figure out what you want by dating people. That's what people really don't understand, especially when they see women, dating multiple men or something like that. They're always like calling them bad names, but I'm just like, especially if they're young, like, you have time to figure yourself out, and you just like, okay, this person, I wasn't really, feeling them when we were in a relationship, so I'm moving on. My mom always told me never lead anybody on. So if I'm gonna, if I'm not feeling the relationship, I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna string you along. Like, yeah, make it make sense. Kylie's very intelligent, so I think that, like, she's always thought that on her own. But do you think that Michael gave her that push that she needed to say that? Like, because I'm just like, I wonder if she wasn't with him, would she say that out loud? Because it's like, that's something that she's probably been thinking about for this whole time. But he was probably that voice behind her that's like, yeah, go ahead and say that, like, tell the world, because it's like, you're almost hiding behind a facade, especially if this isn't, your biggest capability. Like, if you want to branch out and do other things, you should be able to do that. You shouldn't be in a box or anything. See, when you are like, put out there into the world as drag, you've finally made it, okay? Like, I have to say that, because it's just like, if you are nobody, there would be no drag show about you or whoever you are. But like, when you're somebody, you get that highest form of flattery. Like, it's so beautiful to see. And the fact that she was just like, what? Like, I was like, that means you made it, like, that means that you are, that girl. Okay, and you are who you think you are. Saying how, like, she pictures the 80s as having no, so well, maybe she's just picturing like that part of her career, because she was saying that, like, it was whatever they told her to sing, or like whatever they wrote and stuff, and maybe that had no substance. Because I'm just thinking, I'm like, compared from like 2026 compared to the 80s, I feel like 80s music in general definitely has substance, like, compared to 2026. So that's what I think she's talking about. I think she's talking about them writing for her. Those songs that they wanted her to sing didn't have any substance to them. And I could be wrong, but y'all let me know.
By God, I'll turn into a lunatic.
I feel like it's nothing wrong with it, but it's not Kylie, if that makes sense. You know, like that's not something that I've ever seen Kylie do. Like that's more of like Madonna's lane. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she tried it and she saw that that wasn't for her, and then she, you know, found herself, and we like see the Kylie that we know today. Using the word raunchy, like I think that it's risque, right? But like raunchy, I don't know. But I'm just like, I wonder what made her make that decision, because she said like it's hard to defend those decisions, you know. So it definitely seems like that wasn't her, you know. Maybe it was just something that she was like, okay, let's just try this thing, let's see how the fans react to this, or let's see if I actually like it, you know. Like I feel like she was still discovering herself on stage as well. Like not only was she discovering herself in like her relationships and stuff, I feel like she was discovering herself in music, on the stage, like what she wanted to do, and like who is Kylie? Like, you know, she was probably trying to figure herself out. She said she was 21, so that's pretty early, you know? And like I don't, like my mind just went somewhere that I did not want it to go. And I'm like, why would you say that? Okay? Like Mary Poppins? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like I don't want that image. I love Mary Poppins. The fact that she is, you know, getting emotional, and this happened like 20, 30 years ago. Um it just shows how much she really loved him, you know? Um and of course, we're all human. Like, of course, if we lose someone that we once cared about, it is sad. But like I feel like in her case, she's a celebrity as well. And so she meets so many people. Like she's had like different relationships after him, and so you would think that she would be okay, but I think that was her person, you know, like just her talking about him and actually giving him a very long kind of like vigil, I guess. Like, you know, she's talking about their relationship, then she's talking about his life and stuff like that. She's showing different interviews and stuff that he was on, the stage he was on and stuff. And I just feel like she is um just reminiscing about that love that they had, and that was probably her person, her one. That's interesting, to go that long without quote unquote seeing yourself. I mean, of course you can see yourself in the mirror and stuff like that, but a picture a picture definitely tells a story, and it's like meeting yourself for the first time when you see a photo of yourself. I think that's really cool that her friend Kat, she didn't know her, you know, and I think that was for the best, because who knows how that relationship would have turned out. And I feel like she became such a good friend to Kylie because she didn't know who Kylie was at that time. And um yeah, the fact that they're still friends, that means a lot. Like I am so glad that she found her voice, you know. She left the people who weren't giving her a voice to find her voice. And I feel like a lot of times we go through life and we wonder why certain things happen, and I just feel like there is a certain path that we as humans have to go on. And although we think like we think the path looks a certain way, but all in all, it doesn't look like how we think it looks. Like there's always going to be something thrown in your way to veer you off the path that you're on, but it's to get you to the spot that you're supposed to be in, because we all have like a destiny, you know, and we have to get to that destiny at the end. And in order for us to get there, we can't just be on the straight path. Like, there's always going to be something that veers us into another direction, but we're always gonna get to that goal. I'm trying to trying to explain it. But I'm always bad at explaining stuff. But yeah, I'm just really glad that Kylie was able to find her own voice. But uh them saying that they weren't sad to see her go, I don't know if that's 100% true, because even if they weren't sad to see her go personally, I feel like they were probably sad that she took the money with her, you know, like she went somewhere else and made a ton of money, you know, and they didn't see that. They only saw that one album, I guess. I'm not sure if she did more than one album, but it seemed like she only did one. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like some of the terminology or the words that some of these people use, I'm just like, why? Like, they almost sound kind of jealous, but I know that's not. But maybe it's me. Maybe it's like what I'm getting from them, because I'm just like, why are they? Um, I mean, they don't have to necessarily sing Kylie's praises all the time, but it's just certain things that they say, and I'm just like, why did you have to say that? Or why did you have to say it like that? You know, like, I don't know. It could be just me, but y'all let me know if y'all felt that too. But yeah, that was my reaction for part 3, episode 2. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.